Well, it's another day, and in fact, that day is a Wednesday. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Gaius Ghost Pause channel. To the middle of the week. Hump day, as some people would call it. The middle of everybody's sort of humdrums. Hey, Crispy, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Today was an interesting Wednesday for myself. I went to work. I went to work thinking I had to do some work this morning and didn't have to. So I didn't go. And waited for confirmation for my visit in the afternoon. Only to then not have to. Again, I still went to work and did paperwork, mind you, but you know. I was free from the doldrums of work and the you know, all that sort of stuff. I got to talk to some coworkers, got a few hours in, and now I'm here to be with all of you. Doing all right. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Crispy. I hope you're feeling better from the other day. You never did boot me about what was going on, and you know you can always. I am always open for that. Anyway. Today, we're changing it up and doing something a little different. Some of you have been around since the beginning might remember that one of my first games I ever streamed was Total War Warhammer. Well, we're back with the third installment today. And today we're doing a Nurgle playthrough. I'm out of that headspace. Glad to hear it, Crispy. We're doing Total War Warhammer 3. We're going to be playing as Kugath, the Plague Lord. And we're going to be giving Grandpappy Nurgle's gifts to everyone. That's right. It's essentially Christmas, except these gifts you probably wouldn't want unless you're into Nurgle's gifts, his blessings. The great grandfather who so graciously gives without needing to be told that you want it or not. That's just the way he is. And honestly, hey, I mean, I'm pretty down in the context of this stream to receive Grandpappy's gifts. Ain't nothing better than just being able to, in a tabletop sense, basically say, well, my toughness is just better. Oh boy, the Black Plague, just what I wanted. Yeah, basically. Or how about a nice og? What if I just spread a nice og over everybody's houses? Just a visible miasma of gamer stink that kind of just drifts down and infects everybody. You know, gives everybody the gamer disease. Yeah, that's the whole deal with Nurgle. Tabletop sense, I used to love playing Nurgle stuff. That +1 toughness turned Chaos Space Marines from okay into just some fucking... Well, it was harder to kill them. Because suddenly weapons that would, you know, a good chance of killing them didn't. Power weapons still mattered though, because they just killed everything. But, you know, and in fantasy it was pretty much the same. Though I rarely played fantasy after a certain point. And I still have, but I have played Maggotkin of Nurgle and Sigmar, which I really like. They're fun. Oh yeah, tough as nails. Well, and then in Maggotkin, you get this nice mix of screening and lads who just don't die, and some amazing spellcasters. Only problem is you're so slow. You got to build up them plague points. If you aren't plaguing, something's wrong. That's how I look at it. You gotta be plaguing with Nurgle. You gotta be ready and willing to be plaguing. That's just how it be. Ready to give gifts to those who may or may not want it. Because that's how you do as Nurgle. You're so generous, you just give the gifts to everybody. What else we got planned? Well, I don't know yet. Part of me feels like I'm going to end up returning to Kenshi at some point. I would love to show off what I've been playing through on my own time. I'll give you all a a little showcase of Squat Man and his compatriots at the Squat Pot, the Squat Kings. There's a certain point where it's like, in that game, I've become sort of famous, or the Squat Pot kind of has with Squat Man, because we've kidnapped and recruited a couple robots who were infamous. We killed the Dust King. We also managed to kill King Gurgler, which is a no small feat. Also managed to capture and recruit a couple fishmen, as well as some fogmen, and we live in the Fog Islands. For anybody who knows Kenshi, they know that's scary, but the Fog Islands are great, and once you have a base, it's actually pretty safe. Mine's that Orcs got a toughness buff ways back, and I'm real happy about that. Yeah, Orcs are getting more stuff, and it's making them more balanced. So it's a little less surprising when an Orc does something, when an Orc team or an Orc army succeeds in something, and it's a little more consistent when they do. If you understand my meaning anyway. Like, the ability to actually stay in combat and not just get mulched by everything around you, and winning because the dice rolls, because Gork and Mork were smiling upon thee with a fervent passion. Now it's consistent. I mean, you still have RNG on your side, and I will always pray to Nuffle, but like, you can actually have consistency, and that's the nice part. That's the really nice part about Orcs now. There's consistency, and that consistency directly leads into you being able to play better, which is always welcome. Always a big welcome. I don't know how their overall gameplay has been. Well, I do love Snakebite players got some love with Beast Snagas. Some Beast Snaga stuff was busted good. Yeah. That's the curse with new Warhammer stuff, is sometimes it's too good. Like they have to be fixed post haste later. You see, I'm a filthy. I play Sisters of Battle, and in this current edition I play Sisters of Battle and AdMech. So I understand having something that comes out that's busted good, like that new hero for Sisters basically invalidates all of your other choices for hero, unless it's a support hero. She's just that good. There's literally arguments that's just like, unless you're catering and playing a certain army type, it's like, fuck you. You don't get to have a good time. You don't get to use other things. You just use her in her fucking Battle Sisters war mech. Why? Because I guess fuck you. She's that good. She's actually so good that she harms the army by taking away variety. And that's kind of scary. I haven't talked 40k in a while either, Crispy. I completely understand. Like, I remember a bit, like, you know, the whole thing went down, and like Games Workshop got super shit on, deservedly, for shutting down community projects and stuff like that. It was a big surprise to a lot of people. I genuinely went into it going, I'm very surprised they didn't do this sooner. Because they have been in the past notoriously protective of their copyright, and notoriously punishing of people who they suspect break the copyright. Oh no, it affected my drive too. But like, it's something that I'm really sorry that happened, but I saw this coming at some point, because I know how protective they are of their copyright. And it's shitty, and I don't agree with them. I think it's a shitty move on their part. Like, I would never once agree with shutting down extensively what brought your company to the top of the stock list. that is community projects, because the reason they got so much attention was the community stuff. And that is undoubtedly true. Text-to-speech device, among with some of the other things, it kept Warhammer alive. It allowed new people to experience it and want to give it a try. And then they killed it. And then they wanted to push Warhammer Plus, which nobody uses. Yeah, you would think so. I mean, I was happy with the direction they were taking the rule sets. I mean, I still know guys who like pull their nose up and go, huh, the new sets have no characters. It's all have no character. It's all super easy and watered down to play. And I'm like, well, I don't want to sit here and play a single game of Warhammer for 7 hours. So I don't mind simplified rule sets, and it's really easy to teach new people. It does, like, you telling me there's no character in an easier rule set confuses me, because it's not trying to copy anything else. It's still Warhammer. It's just they tried to simplify things that were, in my opinion, bloat to stop new people from getting in. I was genuinely surprised about that. And then like I was like, okay, so at some point here they're going to crack down on all the community projects. It's only a matter of time. It depends how big and popular some of these get. And, you know, I guess some of them got too big for their liking, which is shitty, but whatever. Oh, it's sad. I don't like it. I hate that it happened, because I really liked some of those community projects, and I know lots of other people did too. Because it's, you know, it's the thing that brought so much attention to Warhammer. Yeah, I really like the 8th and 9th too. I genuinely love 8th and 9th edition rule set. I like the use of tactics and like things that can change, and that can change the way your gameplay plays. I cannot tell you how fucking powerful it is as an AdMech player to be like, yeah, look at this fucking this squad of sterilizers. That's a squad of super terminators you have right there, right? Yeah, well, I use this card to sink claws in. Now you can't back out of close combat. You have to stay in close combat with them until the start of my next turn. Oh, what did I do until then? Well, I got all of my other squads into position, and now I pull the and now I just fucking, like, I wait. I got all my other squads into position over the course of this turn. You fight them, you kill them. Oh, I have 5 gun lines surrounding your Terminators, and they're dead. That's great. I like the tactics card. I like the smaller scale. I don't mind if the map is smaller. Of course I don't. I play AdMech and Sisters. The new show are pretty damn good. I haven't watched the new show, but I probably will. I'm also happy that Alpha Boost is still doing things. I've been watching him for a very long time. I remember watching his Upper Hive videos and losing my absolute shit. And it's like I couldn't stop laughing. There was there was the point where Carl constructed the fucking guillotine, and he's like, get him in the guillotine, get him in right now. And then they just decided not to kill somebody, and then like Carl's like, I'm just gonna sleep on the guillotine, don't pull it. And so I was losing my shit. Like I couldn't. Upper Hive is so good. Yeah, Hunter the Parenting, is that what it's called? I'll take a look. I've also been taking to watching some, actually Brett Ultimus. I've been watching some of his D&D stuff recently. Mostly his new campaign, Pipe Dreamers. Because, I don't know. I'm starting with the new one that's launching weekly, and I'm watching it, and I'm going to go back and watch some of his other campaign stuff. But I'm having a good time with that. I usually can't watch too much D&D stuff, but I think something about his presentation interactability is hooking me. Because I have, not to throw shade at anybody's D&D stuff, it's not a problem with your thing, it's a problem with me. I can't sit there and watch D&D for a long time because I get bored. And it's just it's not you, it's my ADD, my ADHD. I can't. I just can't sit and watch for a very long time. I don't know what it is about Brett's stuff that's keeping me entertained, but it is. And then uh there was also Thrilling Intent. I watched Thrilling Intent for a very long time. I also still highly recommend watching Thrilling Intent, even if I think at this point the Honorant arc kind of killed it. Like, I don't mean that in a good way. I mean, it killed the show because of its fucking way too long runtime and taking place over like too many seasons of the show. That's why I listen to it while doing other stuff. I sometimes I can't do that because I get too enthralled and then I miss things. It's a weird thing where it's like if I get hyper focused, I end up just missing things and I just go, oh, well, fuck me, I guess. I already need a sip of water. Anyway, because we're going to be streaming this game anyway, let's jump in. Let's get ourselves going with Total Warhammer. Because it's better. Let's get going. Where are we at? All right. We're here. We're in. And like I said, I'm not throwing shade at anybody because their show is boring, because your shows aren't boring. Like I would love to run a D&D campaign one day on stream. I think it would be so much fucking fun, but I need to get people in and I need to get like something set up for that. And I would have to do it consistently. And it's not like I'm saying I'm going to do it better. No, I honestly feel like I'm a little small-time goober and I can't do it better than anyone else. But I would love to run D&D and have a good time with people. On the other side of that all, I love that people put so much effort into their D&D campaigns. Even if I personally can't watch it because my ADHD takes me on a wild ride too often for me to actually watch it. Well, that's the way it's been. Anyway, we're playing Total Warhammer 3. And as the stream title says, there's only one boy who can match giving so many gifts. Snow.
This world has been sundered by a tide of energy. The winds of magic churned into a maelstrom.
Huh.
The Tome of Fate drew me north to find out why.
How's the audio levels?
It guided me to
I think the game's a little loud. Hang on. There we go.
A battle was fought there. Though long over, the spirits still lingered. In the shadow of a broken portal, the trail ended. It was here the tome conversed with the dead. They told of Urson, the bear god of Kislev, lost in darkness. A noble prince ventured to save him, yet he strayed from the path and was corrupted by chaos. Savior became executioner. A single shot, bound in faith forsaken, pierced Urson's heart. And so the bear god roared. The tide that broke the world. Spirits, where lies Urson now? Is he here in the north?
Beyond the maelstrom, in the realm of chaos, in the forge of souls.
Is he alive?
Wounded and dying, embraces his shadow.
What
Yep.
shadow? A demon's?
A master of the dark.
Bellicor.
I knew who shackled the bear. Bellicor.
The exiled demon who struck back at the Chaos Gods.
A fool would challenge Bellicor. And yet, the power of a dying god, there is no greater prize. A mere drop of Ursun's blood would break my curse, ending my servitude to this accursed book. Free to profit from its secrets. But Ursun is locked in the Forge of Souls, deep in the realm of chaos, and I cannot enter this nightmarish domain. All routes have been sealed by the Maelstrom. There must be a way. The tome unveils a spell to summon a portal, one to bypass the Maelstrom and create a door into chaos.
The story in this game is pretty excellent, by the way.
But I need an ally, one who is tempted by the power of the God Bear.
And I haven't played it, but the actual prologue campaign is superb storytelling and is a great way to get into the game. I mean that too. Like, it's a great way to get into Total Warhammer. It's great. Like, Jesus. Anyway, so our choices. By the way, this screen's way better than whatever the fuck that Total Warhammer 2 had going on. You know, Kislev, Demons of Chaos, Cathay, Ogre, all this fun. Yeah, we're going straight for Pappy. And who better to lead the Grandpappy's armies than Kugath Plaguefather, the Nurgling who drank the entire pot of Nurgle's finest brew. He's a very corpulent monstrosity, and honestly, look at him. He's perfect. He smiles at you twice. What more can you ask? We're just playing on normal. I don't feel like taking this to the levels of insanity that it can be. But yeah, no, I recommend a D&D show called Thrilling Intent. It's very good, though the warning is once they go to Honorant, it's a kind of it's good, but it takes forever, and then eventually it kind of dies. Like, fuck, it kind of dies. And it's not even shade at the people who made it. It's just, damn, guys, like, please, complex storytelling is great, but you gotta rein in some of your characters sometimes. Stomach Mouths is a great aesthetic for scary monsters. And we're playing the Poxmakers of Nurgles. Now, I made a dumb mistake, and this isn't on my solid state, which I will fix for next time. I have to move shit around. But I had to fix this game on the fly to even get it out to everybody today. So, fuck, we're lucky that it's even running right now. Like, for real. I had to verify and get shit reinstalled today, so I'm not going to take the time to fuck it up again. Like, it was working fine when I tested it earlier before going to work. Came home, was broken, and had to re-verify and get it working. So there's no changing to the solid state in this instance. I'll have that done for next week. We'll do that for next week. Also, like, it's notorious that Nurgle followers are some of the demons and people and like immortal followers are notoriously happy. They're jolly motherfuckers who just want to spread their father's blessing. And you're getting some whether you like it or not. That was my water bottle. I need to get a pop filter, and I also need to get a desk that actually supports a boom mic. I was so excited to move to this desk because I'm like, I'll finally be able to use my boom mic, and the boom mic doesn't fit it. Because it's basically a small table instead of an actual desk. Ooh, shit. So we'll be in there soon. We'll be in soon. This game also at this point has had a couple patches, so I'm feeling better about playing it. I'm feeling better about streaming it and it not crashing multiple times. More cutscene. The body of the bear.
The gallows tree, dwelling of Kugath, father of plagues. There is no greater brewmaster of phage and pox than he.
Except for Nurgle himself.
To describe the squalor of the fetid sewer is impossible. I risked my very flesh to tread it. Kogath thought me but another specimen for his grotesque experiments. Before the rot consumed me, I offered something finer. Belagor has imprisoned the god bear of Kislev.
Oh, how delightful. If Belagor has struck, there'll be plenty of carrion for me.
Ursun himself lies dying, fatally wounded in the Forge of Souls.
A dying god. The finest corpse.
Excuse me.
Mighty Kugath.
A god box. Ah, you tempt me.
God, that green fire is really hot, chat. It's making me light up like crazy.
Prevents us.
I can reach it and guide you to the dying bear.
And why would you do this, little healthy mortal?
For a single drop of Ursun's blood. That is my
So the Book of Fates is a thing which is basically a chaotic entity which binds itself to its user and then never lets them profit from its usage. You can only ever use the Book of Fates in service of another person. A whiles to come.
is to harm.
I love the murk, but this time I require clarity. Infected.
Yeah. It's fine. How they play. They're interesting. We're playing Chaos. Alright. So, ogres are here and they're great. I love them. Welcome to the world map. Welcome to the realms of chaos. Including some of the top of, Sigmar. And, the Norska. But we really got a redo of the realms of chaos over here. Again, these maps are fucking fantastically crafted. Let's take a look. Plague Bearers, Forsaken, Soul Grinder, Spawn. Forsaken of Nurgle. Forsaken are really good. We need both of these, but right now. So, what's going on here, chat? I didn't even think about to explain it. So Nurgle's buildings don't work like any other factions. Nurgle, when you build a building, every 3 to 4 turns, it cycles into a stronger version of itself. And then eventually cycles all the way here and will die when you have your town at level 5. You can get a lot of really cool things here. Must create a main settlement chain. Yeah, that's fine. And some are amazing for converting. They really are. I agree with you. I think the ogre models are great. I love the King of Goldtooth. Bless him. He's such a lad. Super buildings. Utility building. Oh god, I can't stop yawning. Sorry, chat. Utility buildings. Here, let's get some support going. Our larger than life lad. All right, what do we got? Some Nurglings.
Join the grandest experiment.
We're going in. Oh yeah, decisive. Very easy.
Our enemies
Yeah, let's get some infections.
them into my vats.
So, how do they play? Literal campaign mechanics around spreading corruption and plagues. Plagues serve a huge they play a huge effect on how Kugoth and his faction play. Say for example, spreading plagues to Glutport. What was my mission I just got? Just 8 more minions. A hero comes, get a hero. Yeah, okay. Embed you in the army. There we go. Get some more favor. So, we play by spreading plagues, and we're basically a very slow-moving death force. We want to take things slowly, very chilled. No rushing. That's not the name of the game here. Grab a couple of those, get some more favor. Yeah, get some Glutport. Setting up everything here. And also the way their tech tree, like they're a really interesting faction. I'm already getting overwhelmed by choice. Just give me 1 second. Anyway. Nurgle, technology, choose 4, unlock the next tier. Very simple. And how we do this? Growth in chaotic climates. That's great. Furies really aren't worth it. Hero starts with boosting growth. The one thing a cool thing they can do is they can recruit from anywhere. This is global. This is a global chart. It allows you to recruit from anywhere on the map, from any of your settlements, in any of your armies. But it depends on what your armies are building here. As a trade-off, Nurgle units don't come at full strength. They come weaker because essentially you summon them and they have to slowly replenish over time. And basically doing so leads them to start weak. You have to sort of plan for growth. Plan to grow. Refreshing help the delay. Oh, that's fantastic. Great. I'm glad. They don't have too many heroes, but the ones they do are really good. And we're gonna start this. Kugath gets big advantages to using this own plague system. I believe that's Rodigus right there. Anyway. Plagues are something you can put on your armies and spread to other people's armies and settlements, and your own settlements. They have boons for you, and they have negatives for enemies. And they can actually completely change how something will go. Like, and you have to unlock more of these. There's recipes for grand plagues. There's an entire, like, this is all part of the playstyle. Planning how and where you want to infect and where you're gonna go. It's great. I love it. Let's see. Start a pox. Yeah, let's start a pox on Kugath. So now Kugath is infected with a plague. The boy is ready to spread it, and it'll last 10 turns on him. And whenever it spreads to something else, that thing is affected for 10 turns. I have portraits turn. This game still is not optimized the best, so I have stuff running for optimization. Like no moving portraits. The portals to the Hell Realms are all 2D images instead of 3D models. All just to keep the game stable. Anyway, first turn is done. Settlement receives plague. Yes, that's great. So growth is better over here now. All right. We need to take Glutport. Close victory. Also, a really nice thing about this game is they fixed siege battles. We're actually going to save and fight this because sieges are now really fucking good compared to what they used to be. Like, the fucking maps are better. Every settlement, there's a certain amount of settlements, like maps per like settlement type, but you can actually approach from any side. The defenders have options to increase their defense. There's points you can capture and control on the map. It's made sieging and taking settlements actually fun. We still have a problem with the auto-resolve bar being inherently racist, but I feel like that's always going to be a thing because, say for example, it hates rats still. It still thinks rats will always lose no matter what you have. Sorry. And the first enemy they have us fight is we're having basically a thick throwdown. Ogres versus Nurgle. Two of the biggest, thickest lads around, just throwing down. Also, I do love how the ogres play in this game. They are a lot of fun. Sorry about the load times again. I will move it over to my solid state for next stream. I just did not want to interrupt the waveform because holy shit. All right. So what do we look at? Start deployment. That's 10. That's fine for magic. So the town looks like this because the province is festooned with Nurgle infection. Okay, Kugath, you're going to be here. Surround Kugath with his Nurglings. By the way, the best animated model in this game are the Nurglings. Hands down, they are the best model that gets animated in this game. Let me see if I can kind of show you. Look at these little shits. Look at them go! The way they move. Forming people, falling over, doing all sorts of fun things. The Nurglings are done amazingly. Best animated model in this fucking game, and they move like a fucking swarm. It's amazing. Like an actual swarm of pests. Grab that. Two there. I'm gonna make that 3. You're gonna make you 4. 5. Grab these, make them 6. We're gonna move these over here. Can I get up here? No. Okay. Well, Kugath and friends, you're gonna go up over here. Put you boys right here. I'm gonna have you support the other guys who are going in over here. And plague toads. All right, we're good to go. Make you a free. Get going, lads! I'm finding that in some instances it's a lot harder to grab hold of units in this game. Oh yeah, Kugath is an incredibly long-ranged unit, by the way. Grab you two and send you over here, though. No, you're Nurglings. We don't need all this over here. We need some backup over here. They see they've built towers to support their units, which is cool. Where you at, my guy? There you are. Cast some miasma pestilence. Let's go. All right, we're still having some movement issues, I see. Lads, go. Now, Furies are gone, but that's alright. Chaos Furies kind of suck, though.
Infection is inevitable. Decimate them. It is done. Taliban of Nurgle. Frostbands. Tainted worms.
That's just some miasma pestilence. This entire playstyle is just about wearing down enemy units with your bulk and then laying into them like crazy.
Slaughter them.
Get in there, lads. And you're in this sidebar over here is dependent on how much damage your units take, how well they're tanking. We've taken on this side. Having a little more trouble over here, but, you know, we're doing okay. The Ogre Bulls are kind of... they're not really pushing through. Alright, we captured a supply point. So there's more objectives here. Supply points stop them from building things.
Unspeakable toxins.
Nurglings are great tar pit units. Well, most of our units are great tar pit tar pit units.
Nurgles, come on.
Only one guy left. That's okay. This battle's a little different than the first time I fought it on my own. Victory. Yeah, that's about right. Close battle. Pyrrhic victory. Uh-oh. Oops. It's okay. We didn't fully lose anything except the Furies and the Frogs, maybe. The Frogs are easy to get back. Plague Toads aren't that special anyway. They're really good for early game. We lost the hero. That's a shame. But it's okay. They changed up how things were deployed on me, and I just kind of went with it anyway. That's my bad. Regardless, sieges are way better in this game now. I got focused. They have control points where you can capture and stop them from building things. Defenders can build like walls, fortifications, towers to stop your advance, to stop your continual march. There's a lot more options now, and capital sieges are really cool. They actually matter. It's not just a big map. Also, our numbers killed compared to theirs are pretty good. The Furies killed exactly 1. That's a shame. That's a shame, and I'm sorry, but it happened. I cannot shake this gobbledygoober I have in my throat. Someone help me. It's trying to kill me, chat! What? So no, I realized my phone was not on my phone was not silenced, which is bad. So you know, I made sure it was silenced so it doesn't buzz and destroy everyone's ears. It's the objective is I just want we don't want to kill people's ears tonight. It's supposed to be a fun time. That's okay. Occupy Glutport. That's fine. I messed up with him. Cliffs of Death? Well, we'll just go get that. Province 0. Gain control of 1 province. Easy peasy. Could have had a better start, but you know. We all shiv and burn. We shall keep going. Start spreading your corruption, Kugath. We'll spam another one. There you go, Kugath. Spread your corpulent monstrosities around. And look, we can even replace the Plague Toads we lost. Get a Beast of Nurgle. See? Everything is good. We got a Plague Puppy. What could go wrong? Beast of Nurgles are essentially giant plague puppies. They just want to hug people, but they don't realize their own strength and they hug things a little too hard. Never get to have friends that way. Route 20 new units. Well, that's gonna be a while. That's not worth it. That can be worth it. That's good. Cysts of growth are great, so I'm gonna start researching that. No, that's okay. We're gonna keep Kugath here. Get a couple more of them. Recruit one of them. Yes. Look at this big old Nurgle stack. 18 slow jolly boys ready to go. It's gonna be a good night. No, he's not gonna move. We're just gonna chill. Kugath's gotta replenish some of his boys. And the ogres can only come up here one way to get to me, so we'll just kind of herd them this way. Damn straight air growth's going up. Alright, so let's see. We have the port. That's great. We got 1 turn till the Rancid Aloe is built. Growth. We're almost there. Yep, we basically may as well just wait 1 turn. There we go. Let's get ourselves building a set level 2. We need more room for more dwellings, chat. We need to grow delicious, corpulent bodies. Oh, hello, Unreal. You redeemed an Awu. Well, how can I resist? Ow! There you go. Good Awu, and hello, Unreal. Welcome to the stream. My bruise bubble. He sounds so delightfully excited about it. So yes, we're playing Nurgle, which will be a slow faction. Taking stuff slowly, because otherwise I just find things weigh me down. Oh. Good. Growth was up. We have a new building in 2 turns. Growth will be up again. We're gonna start moving into the next province, and we're gonna plague ourselves. Start getting corpulent and plagued. Let's see. Yes, that's great. Let's get a big plague going. Pugath, my lad, get yourself infected for 7 turns. Let's get spreading. That's fine.
I'll stuff that bat with pox.
Cyst growth, excellent. We can do that. We can do the shit out of that. Spread enough corruption. Fever, chance of plague spreading. Yeah.
Nurgle's pestilent cause. What benefit?
Let's go. Nobody dies. Here, let's try that again. Let's try that again. I think we can do better this time. They still have the spooky Mornfang cavalry, but we can do it. Look, it's in Ryu. You're in chat. Hello. That's my stinky bean. We are loading. How going, Ryu? How goes the school work? I'm going to be doing Nurgle voices. Though I will say the demons that have the best voices are the Tzeentch demons. The Tzeentch lords just scream, and it's nuts. Excuse me? Yeah, that's right. Excuse you what? How goes the school work? You want? Oh, that's great. Okay. I can totally deploy back here. We'll both go in the front. Gonna cargo rapid at me? Fine. Gather the lads. They're going in.
Inevitable.
No, you nerd. What good jolly lads we have here. Plague Puppy! You will be on the front lines, Puppy. We have 2 units of plague toads. We have our plague drones. Get in there, my lads, go! We're marching!
Spreading infection. Slaughter them. So be it. Rot bearers.
We're marching. But seriously, look how the Nurglings already stopped moving. That's fine.
Nurgle's pestilent brewmaster.
Got to keep. Oh, absolutely. Oh, time to get in there, lads. Get stuck in. Bah. Yes, just fire it through them.
Nurgle's command.
Shoot them on, Fang.
Mannequin slain.
Bah. Whee! There they go! No, lads, leave! Leave! Come in and take them from behind. Bah! Fly out of combat! That's fine. Fight them now. Fire off more plagues, Cougar!
Assaulting!